Hey guys, what's going on? What's up, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see from that intro, I'm finally getting some time to get some work done on a dually. I've just been life. I tell you what, life gets in the way of bringing me content for you guys to watch. But you know, if I didn't have that life, I wouldn't have the money to pay for the trucks. So anyway, out here tonight, finally getting some work done on the dually, like I said. I did not go and borrow that needle scraper like I said I was going to. I just went and purchased one. I tell you what, these things are pretty remarkable tool. I've used these before. Now, I didn't want to wait for one to come from Amazon, so I just went out to Harbor Freight and purchased this one. This one was $60. I will put a link in the description for these from Amazon. They run off a maximum pressure of 90 psi, and what it is basically is an air hammer with a bunch of little needles in it. You can tell I've already broken one right there. I did not get an extra set. If you take this nose cone off, these are all in a little piece. And then there's a hammer in here, and basically hammers just like an air hammer does. And you can see how good of a job it actually does do at cleaning all that scale off. I mean, that's what we started with over there. And if you look over here on this side, how nice of a job it did clean all that scale off. Now, I'm not done by any means, but it does do a pretty remarkable job at cleaning all the scale off. I do have the shocks ripped out of there because those are going to have to be replaced. Those are down there. Those are junk. Shocks are ripped out. I did pull all the wiring harness out. This is what I was talking about. I hate Scotch locks. I don't know if this is a factory job or what this is, but these Scotch locks have got to go. I do not like them. We're going to go ahead and redo. This is my harness for the fifth wheel inside the bed. It's not going to get a fifth wheel back in it. I'm going to pick up a gooseneck and put in there, and then if I need to, I'll do the gooseneck conversion from gooseneck to fifth wheel. I don't know that I'm ever going to need a fifth wheel, but I do possibly will need a gooseneck in the near future. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up a gooseneck and put in there while I have the bed off. I tried to secure a bed in West Virginia. I don't know if I told you that or not. Go in here where you can see me. There, that's a little better. I tried to secure a bed in West Virginia. Now, I found it on Marketplace, and you know, I asked the guy. It was 6 hours one way. You know, it's gonna be like probably a 14-hour drive round trip. Once you went down, you stopped and ate, you hem-hauled around a little bit, you know, gas, fuel, basically. I wanted to have the dually done, drive it down there without the bed on it, and then just put the bed on there and bring it home. Throw some taillights in it and be good to go. But, you know, all I was asking for is some more pictures of the bed since it's such a long drive. And that exhaust was cool when I was a kid. Anymore, it's just annoying. Anyway, all I was asking for was some more pictures of it. It's a long drive for me. I mean, I don't think I was asking for too much. You know, I waited like 3 or 4 days, and I messaged him and I said, well, you're making this 6-hour trip easy for me not to go, and haven't heard a word from him. So the bed looked pretty clean as far as the pictures he did have on Marketplace, but I don't want to go by those pictures. I want to go by a more extensive picture. Even, you know, send me a video to my phone or to my email, you know, that'd be great. So that kind of fell through. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that other bed for $250. That bed needs a little bit of work. It is caved in on the side right here. This fender's broke. It's caved in right in this area right here. So mine's good. My fender's good. The only thing that's not good on mine is up underneath. Pretty much all on the driver's side. That's through there. It's through all the way down through there. So, I mean, the rest of it's not in terribly bad shape. But his for $250 is what I've got him talked down to. Remarkably, it's in pretty good shape. So we're gonna go pick that up hopefully this week sometime. I did get my oil in for the truck. If you guys are in need of some oil, check out Hot Shots. There's always the first link in the description, and use my coupon code CM73 and you'll get you a discount on your order, your entire order. It's no more coupons code for a free bottle of Anidale or a free bottle of Everyday Diesel. It's 5% off your entire order. So check them out. They have a multitude of products, from oil to diesel additives to gas additives to stiction eliminators, transmission stiction eliminator, antifreeze, gear oil, gun oil, oil analysis, fuel analysis. They have a bunch of different products, from apparel to additives. So check them out. First link in the description, Hot Shots Secret, and use coupon code CM73. Yeah, so like I said, I'm just trying to get some work done. Rear end parts are ordered also. I'm waiting for those to come in. I do have some more parts coming for the caddy over there. So yeah, I'm just waiting on them parts to come in so I can get some more work done. My main focus right now is on the dually. I want to get it up and running. I've got tags on it, and I've got insurance on it, and it's sitting. So I'm paying for it to sit. I'm also going to, I really don't want to, but I'm going to go ahead and lower the tank down and get it out of the way too. That way I can just have more access to the inside of that frame rail right there and get it cleaned up and get it painted. I do have some other parts sitting in there too, but I'm just kind of wait for those for another day. I actually had to go and buy a drain pan or an oil pan for the dually because it sits down so much lower that my 5-gallon bucket that I use on my blue truck will not work. So yeah, as I look over here, I see something. You know, I did some work under the hood last night. Just took some of my Purple Power and cleaned the engine bay up. And while I was at it, I went ahead and cleaned that air aid filter too. I thought, you know what, for shits and giggles for right now, we're just going to run that air aid and see what happens. So I washed it. I set it up on the bed, the edge of the bed of the dually there this morning, or last night. Got in the caddy this morning and go to work and felt like I ran over something. So I kind of looked back in the mirror. In the middle of the night, somehow, some way, it fell off the side of the bed, rolled under the tire of the caddy, and wouldn't you know, I ran over the damn thing. So it's either buy a new air aid filter or go find a filter that, this looks like probably 4-inch. Just go buy a 4-inch comb filter for right now and throw it in that air aid box and kind of go with that. But you know, it did clean up pretty damn good. Cleaned up really good. It's just not the right shape anymore. Even pushed the metal through right here. So that's junk. Anyway, when I am done with cleaning the bed up, I went back to the paint store and I got some more SEM product. This is a rust conversion. Basically shake it up, spray it on there, let it go. This converts the rust back to good metal. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but we're going to give it a shot before we do put the Pour 15 on it. Removes and converts rust prior to applying body filler, prime, or top coat. So after you spray this on there and you let it dry, you can usually paint on it the next day is what I've been reading. I've got a MSDS sheet in the house that also has the directions and stuff in it. Picked up some solvent for Pour 15. What I plan on doing, the application for the SEM product, the Rust Mort, is just spray it on and let it go, let it dry. I got to do some more reading on the directions in there to know exactly how to use it, but just going by the guys in there, he said he's used it before. He put it on with a paintbrush and let it sit and then painted it, top coated it the next day, or primed it. So what I'm planning on doing, I don't know, I've never done it before. If one of you guys have done it, please let me know. I'm going to run the Pour 15 through one of my guns. I've got some older guns in here, and you can reduce Pour 15 down to 5%, it says. But I've got some older Binks guns or DeVilbiss guns in here. I'm just gonna try one of these. I don't use them. I haven't used them in years, so we're gonna use one of those two guns right there, whichever is the probably a primer cap. I'm not sure what cap that will be, but probably gonna take one of those, or no, I am gonna take one of those, whichever cap is the largest, and I'm gonna use that and spray the frame. Just because of all the nooks and crannies that is involved with this, I just want to make sure and get into all them places. I mean, with a gun, you can spray up, side, whatever. With a brush, you're reduced to dabbing it and daubing it and trying to get it into places. So, like I said, once I do get it all cleaned off, especially with the springs, spraying it up in here and in all these cracks. Now, it's not going to be a perfect job, but it's going to be good enough to where I'm happy with it. Just to get the bed back on it and start using it and driving it. I'm getting busy. I'm getting very busy, and I need to take that next step. And I think that's where the dually is going to come into play here. And I'm just going to start throwing money at it and keeping it. So, yeah, sounds like a fun ride, but oh well, no, not a fun ride. It sounds like an expensive ride. So anyway, that's just kind of where I'm at with the whole dually project. It's becoming quite costly and quite a job. On the rear end, I ordered everything with a locker, a True Track locker from Yukon Gear. So I've got ring, pinion, rebuild kit, and a Sure Track locker coming from Yukon. So waiting for that stuff to come in. It's supposed to be in Wednesday, Thursday, one of those days. So anyway, I'm just waiting for Matt to give me a call back so I can get scheduled with him to get it out there and get the rear end work done, and then finish up on the back side of the truck and get the bed on there. We got a lot of work to do on the bed, so work. Seems like that's all I do, 7 days a week. So anyway, oil, first link in the description. There's also going to be a link in the description for the needler descaler. Showed you just a little bit in the beginning of the video how that works. And then next coming days, I'm going to get the rest of the frame done. I'll probably do that kind of off camera, behind scenes, whatever. And then next up, I'll have you guys come back and visit, or have you guys come back, or I'll come back, however you want to look at it. And we're going to be doing the rust mort, seeing how it works. We'll spray it on, let it sit, and see what it does. And then we're going to hit it with some 415, not to solve it, the paint. This is just a reducer for the 415. So, and kind of see how that back half turns out. And then we'll start the assembly process and get it going. So anyway, a lot of information in a short amount of time, but I wanted to get back and let you know what I've been doing, where I've been, because life is crazy, and yeah, a lot of things going on up here. Anyway, hit that like button, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already done so, and we'll talk to you guys later on. Bye-bye.